All right, Jaden. So I'm going to be reviewing some of your mechanics from your bullpen the other day. When we talked last, just kind of going over it. So at the top, I have you, and then at the bottom, I decided it'd be good to also for you to kind of see my mechanics and how I go about it, and just kind of because I've been in your position before. I was in your position around your age, actually. Believe it or not, is when I began pitching. So I think it's important just to kind of look at some different things here, kind of compare both mechanics. I'll play both of them right now. You're feel free to either watch yours or mine or both, whatever you want to do, but here we go. Okay, so a couple things to work with here. We're going to start on with yours. Now, here is my problem first. I think we can get a little bit more of an athletic base. Now, if we go over to mine, I think mine is a bit too wide, which is, keep in mind also, this video was recorded back in January of this year. So I changed a couple things also of my mechanics as well. So I have a little bit more of a shorter base, but realistically, we should be about right there with our base. So this foot should be right there, that we have a good athletic base. So now, going off just to that, let's talk about your upper body here. You have actually a really great upper body. Really great upper body. And also, I want to show you something as well. Something similar to what we both do. At this part right here. Watch what I'm doing. And watch what you're doing. We're both leading towards the plate, which is really good for us. That's very good. But I want to show you something. Watch your back leg versus my back leg here. I know that's not the greatest circle for mine, but first, just watch mine, and then let's go to yours. So what I mean by that, if you remember what I was talking to you about, is we really got to get into that back leg. We really got to get into that back leg because you're also very strong. You're a tall, lengthy kid, which is really good, and we have a lot of power to work with as well. As well, we have a very similar release point. Very, very similar release point, actually. But I just want to show you the lower half here and your lower half here. The difference is that mine is more so of an athletic one where I'm getting as much power as I can from the ground versus yours. It is an athletic stance, but we get so much more power out of you. So much more power. So let's talk about how we can do that. First of all, of course, kind of, if I were to put a ramp down here, I'm going to show you both. I'm going to show mine. So watch how, I didn't really do necessarily the greatest job in this one specifically. Keep in mind, this is back in January. So I'm also actively working on this, which is also really good for you to see. I was doing the greatest job of riding that ramp down, but I also, in a way, am riding it down. I'm dropping a little bit too much here, but I'm trying to ride that ramp down as long as possible. And we're just not even really we're just kind of going straight like this, kind of this type of ramp here, right? So how do we do that? How we do that is by being able to really bring that butt, if I could clear everything here, bring that butt towards the plate here. Kind of similar to what I was doing now. Again, I've made a lot of adjustments since this, during the season, of course, this past summer. But really just leading that butt towards the plate. That's our biggest takeaway there. And just really emphasizing that. Now, as we go further in your mechanics, like I said, once we get this back leg figured out, that's going to translate to everything else. We're going to have way more power. We have good arm angle. Now, you do a really great job of getting behind. This is something I actually, if you'll see in this video, watch what I'm doing. I'm kind of short-arming it right here. And this is my biggest problem, is short-arming a baseball. For you, you do a really great job of getting extended out the back, which is really good. And also, if we go also out, you do a great job of getting this arm out. So that's really good. Our upper half is really, really sound there, Jaden, which is really good. The only thing really we need to work on is this lower half right here. And the reason why I have mine is just how I use my lower half. Because it's just, there's a lot of power coming from that. And of course, what's hindering me is my upper body, but for you, it's your lower body. So, again, how we do that is by really sitting into it, but really driving that butt towards the plate there. But other than that, Jaden, especially at your age, looked pretty good. I know that Coach Turner was talking about how this was kind of your first time throwing again. So a lot of things that, of course, probably this is the first time that, or at least the first time in a while that you've thrown. So I also take that into consideration as well. But overall, I mean, mechanics looks really great from the upper half. We can work on our base. We can, I think, honestly, what we could do is move this foot towards the middle right here, just so that we're not really because this foot is perfect. This foot is perfect. Now, we just need to move this foot right here, and then we have the perfect stride. We have a perfect stride there, and then, of course, just working on this back leg. And then I will tell you from personal experience, Jaden, just seeing what I've been able to do this summer with my upper half, if we really work on it, you'll get it down. So keep working, bud. Got a bright future ahead of you. Keep me updated. I'll be around the facility probably for the rest of the summer and the next summer, and just check in on you, see how you've been doing. But that's all I got for you, bud.